welcome back. We're here doing another video. We're going to be going over what I believe the one who sees his choice of the top 10 decks in the meta right now for Pokemon TCG 2025. So we have a lot of good stuff that's in the meta right now, that's playing right now. I'm going to start you guys off with, we're going to be looking over a Gardevoir list here. So this Guardy list that I'm playing does play the two Zoroark EX for the replacement of the old refinement. And yes, we're fully maxed out Gardevoir line. We're running 3-2-3 line with the Guardy line. Now I've been seeing people only play two Guardy. I've been seeing people only play two Guardy at competitive level. I don't know how good really only having two Guardy really is. In reality, you only need one. But I just want to go three just to have, an extra attacker just in case if Drifloon or Screamtail gets prized up. We got an extra attacker. We got something other than just, our single prize attackers here. We got Budu here to stall for a little bit just in case if we're not revving up in the beginning fast enough. We have Budu to stall, to item lock them out. We got the Fast to draw. We got the Clefairy X with the Full Moon Rondo. And we got the Dory to move the damage counters off. I feel like this Pokemon line right here, I've been playing it. Yes, I do not have gameplay on it right now, but I will be getting you guys gameplay of these decks pretty soon. I'm gonna try to stream for you guys, but that's besides the point. I've been playing this deck for a little bit. It takes some time to set up if you do not have Rare Candy Gardevoir, which I might actually be thinking about bumping the Rare Candy up to 3 in this deck. Surprisingly, I might have to bump it up to 3. But yeah. Sorry I had to make that change real quick. But we're running 3 Poffin in here, 1 Counter Catcher, and the 2 Research Secret Box. I feel like for any Guardy list, your A-Spec should be Secret Box. Shouldn't be anything else. We got the 2 Artisan. Artisan's pretty good in this list. Setting up the bench, getting out those routes getting out those basic Pokemon Screamtails and the Driflooms to come out and attack. Professor Taro to lift them up. Real Candy for the Guardies, the Jocks. The Jock for the Guardy. We got the 1 Morty. Do I have full art Morty? No. Dang, if I have full art, I'm gonna put it in. But we're running 2 Nest Ball, 2 Bravery Charm. I might actually bump up Bravery Charm up to 3 as well. This card is really good. And I think other people are starting to realize how good Bravery Charm is. I thought Bravery Charm was 60 health. I was wrong. I was 10 HP lower than that. 60 HP would have kind of low-key been a little broken. But Bravery Charm giving a basic mon 50 HP is pretty good going on to Drifloon or Screamtail. Giving them more health, being able to do more damage. But yeah, this is pretty much the list. 1 Rescue Board, 3 Night Stretcher. Decks that I say that this deck has a trouble going against. A well set up, maybe Mask Ogerpon type of deck. If they could set up and they have, let's say they have 2 Mask on the bench and they're charging them up drawing, it's going to be kind of an issue for you. It's going to be kind of an issue for you. Especially if you're not getting out those 1 prize attackers faster than what they're getting out. Other than that, I don't really feel like this deck pretty much has any real weakness. We're weak to dark. So, Zoroark is out there. Zoroark can one-shot us. Zoroark EX can definitely one-shot us. So gotta watch out for that guy. But it does take a while to set this guy up too. We'll be getting to that deck For energy, we're running 7 psychic and 2 dark. Honestly, this list, I like it. It's pretty good. Um, it can get you a lot of places. The deck still, I don't think it's still at its prime perfection yet. I mean, I'm not a real deck really can't be perfect, but you know what I'm trying to say, that it's not at its peak yet. But let's move on to the next deck. We're looking at Hops Zacian here. Now, the good thing about Hops Zacian here is it has a colorless attack for 1. And it does 30 to the face, 30 to the bench. Now, one will probably be thinking, you don't want to play 4 of this, 3. You kind of don't. And you kind of don't need to. We got Snorlax here to give us 30 more damage.
Let's see what he's done.
Damage. So now we're doing 60 damage and 30 to the bench. Pair that up with Hop's Choice Band. Now we're doing 90 to the face and 30. How about we pair that up also with Post Wick for another 30 damage, equaling up to 120 damage to the face for no energy. Once we have Hop's Choice Band equipped on Hop's Zacian. Now, the Choice Band, really good card, gives us 30 more damage for Hop's Pokemon specifically only, and makes their attacks cost 1 less. Hop's Choice Bag, pretty much Hop's Buddy Poffin. This is pretty much Hop's own Buddy Poffin for his basic Pokemon. We got Penny here. I thought this would have been good, you know, broken. Like going for his Zacian, right? And then they one tap it, you penny it back up, you pick up everything. I was playing this at 3, but then I realized that penny's not good early into early game when they're Beedoo. Like when you're going against somebody that can only Beedoo attack for like 4 turns in a row, then penny's not good. If you know what I mean. We got the Devos. I don't know. We got Night Stretchers, 3 Bosses orders, feels good in here. Nest Ball. We got the Snowy Mountain to deal more damage counters to our opponent. We got 7 Dark Energy and 1 Jet. The 1 Jet in here does feel good, and this deck is not too bad. The cleanup with this deck is Blood Moon Ursaluna, from what I've been playing this deck as. But yeah, this deck overall, Hops, it's pretty much simplistic. You want to get out Hop's Zacian as fast as possible, slap on that Choice Band, and start swinging for 90 to 120 each turn. You use your Night Stretchers to get back your Zacians. Sometimes you do attack with Snorlax with that dynamic press. Which decks you're going to have trouble going into, those Mons, I'm not going to lie, Terra Pokemon with 300 HP and above, you're going to have to be 3-shotting those dudes. 3-shotting those guys, bro. Unless you're attacking with Snorlax and wanting to knock out your Snorlax intentionally, which I don't know why you would want to do that, but yeah. Snorlax can 2-shot those 330 Pokemon. Yeah, he can 2-shot them if he's not getting hit back. But that's for that situation and scenario. Not for me be trying to figure it out right here. But that's Hop's Zacian. That's the list right there. Let's get into this third deck right here. The deck I'm currently having so much fun with my favorite Pokemon, specifically Ends Zoroark. Now this Pokemon just feels absolutely turbogized. Trade, man, you discard a card, you draw two cards, bro. It is the most lively.
Sensational. That's the word you're looking for.
But yeah, so
Exactly.
he has Night Joker, which was pretty much his GX attack. If we go back in time to back to when they dropped the GX Zoroark, if we go back in time a little bit. Zoroark, we go back in time a little bit, chat. We could see Zoroark GX right here. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may discard a card from your hand to draw two cards. Now, this was already an ability that we've seen before with Zoroark. They just came and buffed him up. And then they gave Trickster GX, they made it a regular move. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon attacks and use it as this attack. Basically, the Night Joker, basically it uses it one of their attacks. It uses one of its attacks as its own. So we got Instar Mako with Flare, Rolling Tackle, Backdraft, Flame Body Cannon, which does 90 to the face and 90 to the bench. Backdraft does 30 for each basic energy in your opponent's discard pile. So we're going against Sarah Ledge. Okay, Backdraft, you want to play Sarah Ledge? Let's go. Let's go. We do got one Monkey Dory to remove damage counters potentially off of our Zoroark or Doranatan. Master Ball, Bidoo right here. Bidoo, gotta play it, gotta be stalling, but this might actually be changing for the upcoming meta. We're going to be having some new things come in. Some new things, right? Some new things. We're gonna have some new things get in here. Have some new things get in here. I'm currently looking at another list. Day 2 at Seaville SPE, and they're playing Evo, which I've thought about playing Evo too. But yeah, we got Budu, Pheasantipity, we got the Cleffa. Now Cleffa in here, a lot of people might cut the Cleffa for something else. I wouldn't cut the Cleffa, to be honest, because Cleffa can get you out of some situations sometimes. It's just is as niche as the Babymon is, it's just as niche as what this is. It can do a certain thing for you to get you out. But yeah, Budu, we got the Cleffa, the Draw, and Zora, and then the one rushing rim. Gotta play the one rushing. But yeah, that's pretty much the list. We got Blood Moon over here to come in and seal the end of the game when we need to seal. That's what I wanted to add. I wanted to add a Briar in here, chat. There has to be some way, somehow, to add Briar. But we got the Defiance band. At first, I low-key thought this wasn't good, but an extra 30 more damage is actually fucking good. Boofing this up to 200. 120 to the face, 90 to the bench. right now, this little small ends package right here is not bad. I'm not gonna lie. For this little package, this is not a bad deck. Um, we got two bosses orders, two counter catchers, three nests, one Toro, one stretcher, uh, four Iono, two ends castle, three ultra ball. Now, power glass. Power glass is. I recommend playing power glass. Power glass. We're playing. We're playing power glass pretty much. Power glass Zoroark pretty much. Like we equip the power glass to Zoroark. He does the Darmanitan thing. He discards two energies. And then at the end of the turn we get one energy back. So technically we used it for one energy. We get to do 180 to the bench for one energy technically. And we're sniping 90 to the bench every turn with the power glass. Power glass is gonna be a really good card. I'm telling you, it's a something. I was using this card earlier in an earlier deck I was playing before Professor's Research Prime Catcher as I respect. Betty Poffin ends PP up. I feel like three of these. If you're playing less, that's kind of wild to me. But we're gonna, as we're doing this video, we went over three decks, right? Three. We're gonna go over two more decks, and then we're gonna build the list of the Zoroark that I am currently looking at. That plays Hoopa EX. It plays Hoopa. So we have another attacker. Hoopa. I mean, I don't mind it. I do not mind it. And the Bliss is playing Maractus as well. Well, but yeah, this is the most fun deck that I've been having fun with in Zoroark. When I first seen this deck, I told myself this was before the ladder ranking came out where you was able to get the deck for free. I saw myself, I'm gonna make this deck, and the game came through for me. Pokemon said, "We got you, brother. We got you with the free in Zoroark whole core. We got you, brother." All right, let's go on to another list. This is what I like to call Comp Eevee. Now, the thing about Comp Eevee is it's a hard deck to play. Really. It really is. It really is a hard deck to play, and you want to know why. This version specifically, because we're only on focusing on two of them, the Flareon Sylveon combo. Flareon does 130, charges up. Then we come out, smack Angelite. Angelite's way better than what I thought it was going to be. Angelite was seen to. I remember when they first showed this card, Magical Charm 160 during your opponent's next turn. Attacks used by the defending mon take 100 less damage. And Angelite shuffle two of your opponent's bench Pokemon, shuffle Pokemon and all attached cards. When I read this, when I said all attached cards, I intentionally thought this was good. But then again, I was like, it's not going to be. It's good. Angelite's good. Like, don't get me wrong, Angelite's good if you can get it at the right time. Like if you can get recon directive, fucking, they just lose the game. Like if they're a stage one, like for Dragapult matchups, if they're at the stage one and they have two Dracloaks on their bench and you angelate them back into the deck, they lost that game. There's no comeback. I don't care who you are, bro. What you're doing, what plays you got. If you got two Dracloaks, bro, on your bench, and there's one in your active, and the one in your active just got knocked out, and I just shuffled back two Dracloaks, bro, and you have to reset those Dreepies, go find more resources to reset those Dreepies. It's gonna be over for you, bro. Um, but yeah, we got this EV that allows us to evolve on the first turn. So we can boost evolution. We can evolve on our first turn going first, or if we're going first, going second. Um, I might drop a Fan Rota, and I might play another evolution. There's one that I've been seeing people have been playing. I might have to throw it in. Umbreon. Where are you? Yeah. Moon Mirage. Your opponent. We're gonna pitch that one in. Honestly, this deck. Wait. Lightning, Dark, Psychic. Oh yeah, we got all of them. Jolteon. So what's Jolteon gonna be good against? I don't really like Jolteon though. Jolteon does 60, but if I discard two more energies, it does 90 for each card discarded this way. 90 more. Oh, so it'll 180. Whoa, Jolteon, you a little fucking. Jolteon slapping for 240. If you could pull that off. I think I'm better off going with Glaceon. Glaceon. Cause Espeon. Bro, Amazes is low key. Devo is good too. I like me a little Devo. So we're gonna change up this list right now. I might have just fucked it up, but you never know till you know. Um, one boss. Damn. All right. Well, now this is the new list. EV box. We gotta get all the eons in here. Only ones we're missing 3. Damn, we're missing Leafeon, Jolteon, and Reve. Re- How are we supposed to get all of these niggas in there? Look, we just gonna play one of each Eevee. We just gonna have to up the numbers on the Eevees we're playing. Eevee, we're gonna have to throw some EVXs in there. Actually, I'm gonna throw one EVX. I'm throw Morty. The switches. There we go. I can't really cut down on nothing else. Like, I really can't cut down on nothing else. Except Ultra. Alright. Now, this is not only just comp Eevee, this is Eevee box. And then we're gonna show you guys one more deck here that I think is pretty good. And then we're gonna make that new Enzo work list. We got Duraludon or Ratchaludon, Archludon, however you want to say it. This guy right here with the poison package, this list right here, man. It's respectable. I could tell you that. Brute Bonnet. Yeah, but we got the biting Moshis in here. We got the jungle, the corn, the Karen, you know, the energy booster, the Latios, the retreat, the trolley. Might actually switch trolley, to be honest. But trolley is good. We might switch trolley though, cause we can't play Buddy Pop. Oh yeah, we gotta keep trolley. We can't play Buddy Poffin in this list. Pal Pad in here. Earthen Vessel, Iono, 2 bosses, 1 Toro, 3 Research, 3.0, 1 Nest, 4 Ultra, 3 Stretcher, 9 Shining. Metal Energy. This deck, really good. Really big, beefy HP Pokemon. 300 HP comes in and does 220 HP. You evolve it, you get the turbo up to 2 basic steel energy from your graveyard. So the turn you evolve them, you're pretty much attacking with them. You evolve them, attach 2 energy, attach the last one from hand, swing, baby. And with the poison package, you'll be swinging for 260, pitting, making numbers respectable, making his damage respectable. 220 was good before, but now it wasn't one-shotting 230 mon, 240 mons that are 250. Now he can hit mons from 220 to 270 now. So this is really good. Honestly, there's one card I need to put in here. Relicanth. This card has to be in here. Has to be. And we're just gonna go with the 3-3 line of Duraludon. And now we got the Relicanth. Now it's just slightly a little bit more. We can do Raging Hammer now. Um, but yeah, this list right here, I think it's pretty good. This list is pretty solid if you want to have a solid deck that's going to get you a lot of wins really fast. I was doing this deck last season ladder. I was climbing up with this, trying to get the full art of Ratchelodons. I remember. We ended up getting one of the shinies. Well, not a shiny, but one with the yellow background on it. And yeah, this deck, this deck can get you places. Yes, yes. Will it get you far? It depends on how you play the deck. To be honest, that all depends on how the user plays the deck. And so far, that was my top 5. We'll be back with part 2.